movement has seen fans around the world rally behind the pop princess Britney Spears, and now the star is set to have her day in court, appearing virtually in front of a judge as she attempts to fight the conservatorship that has been placed on her.
Yeah, for more on this, we are joined by entertainment reporter Dean McCarthy. Great to have you here, Dean.
Good morning, guys.
So for those who haven't been following the story, what is a conservatorship and why is Britney under one?
So a conservatorship is a court-ordered appointment where a judge comes in and basically appoints a group of lawyers to take control of someone's life, all areas, their finances, their medical, their personal life, and it's usually reserved for someone who is unable to make decisions for themselves. So someone who's in a coma or someone who has dementia. This particular situation is very, very highly unusual, and it's a very controlling situation. So Britney got put under a conservatorship 2008. You will remember when she shaved her head, she went through a very difficult time. Her dad, Jamie, petitioned to have a temporary conservatorship put on her where he was in charge of her life. Him and a lawyer were in charge of her life. Here we are. 13 years later, she's toured the world, she's done a $170 million Vegas residency, and she's still under the thumb of her dad and this group of lawyers. So she wants her father removed as the head of the conservatorship. And she's actually kind of happy at the moment to have the conservatorship remain in place for now. She might contest that later, but for now she just wants her dad, who's very controlling. She's told her lawyers that she's scared of him, like physically scared of him, and she wants that removed. So here we are. To give you an example of how controlling this is, like they not only control her finances, they could control who she dates, how she decorates her house. When she was doing the Vegas residency and making $500 grand a show, her allowance was $2,000 a week. Britney Spears. So that's what we're talking about. That's the level.
And this came up a lot with that documentary framing Britney Spears that was done by the New York Times, which aired here as well. And this Free Britney movement, because people think that she's giving them codes on Instagram when she dances and what she wears, right?
Right. Yeah, they do. And she's actually become quite empowered by this Free Britney movement. So people believe that this has actually inspired her to address the court herself tomorrow. This is going to be the first time we've heard her speak about this. One of the rules of the conservatorship was she's not allowed to talk about it. She said the word conservatorship once in an interview in 2016, and that line got cut from the edit. She's not allowed to talk about it. So now this is her chance to share what's really been going on for her, and we feel that the Free Britney movement has actually quite empowered her. So she's very sheltered. She can't go on websites. She can't go on YouTube. I'm dead serious. She didn't even know what James Corden's Carpool Karaoke was when she did it.
She hadn't heard all about it.
Totally sheltered. So this is her chance to, you know, share how it is for her.
So do we think this is the beginning of her breaking away from that conservatorship, or just her father?
Great question. So I think it's going to be step one is getting her father off this and having some lawyers go in there who are just focused on her finances, her investments, and not someone that's going to be so obsessed with her personal life. Give her some freedom back. And once that changes, hopefully the next step would be she actually is freed from the conservatorship in its entirety. In 13 years, she's never contested the conservatorship. So it took a lot of stress off her. It took a lot off her shoulders, like a $300 million fortune. It's a lot for anyone to deal with, and she was going through so much. So for her, she's kind of okay with it for now, but she just wants it to be a bit more formal and to have some more freedom around it.
She'll appear virtually, but will we see any of it?
That's what we don't know yet. So she has spoken to the court before in the past. Her father has made this watertight. It's all been sealed. That's why we don't know a lot about the ins and outs of the conservatorship. So we don't know whether we will see this, but we're all fingers crossed hoping. There's a lot of support for our beloved Britney.
All right, Dean, thank you so much for filling us in. Thanks,
Pleasure.
mate.
Thank you.
Still ahead on Today Extra.
Too.